Raw Sremmurd, Slim Jimmy.
Of the Black Beatles?
Of the Black Beatles, not the song Black Beatles,
yeah.
the Gucci Man. You know, that was their biggest hit. That
was their only hit that I know.
They shit went everywhere.
Yeah.
It was like major. But supposedly, no, it ain't even a supposedly. I mean, you got actual friends and people driving people
plenty
to hospitals.
Plenty of evidence showing about what happened. Yeah.
That he knocked his pregnant girlfriend's tooth out.
Gave her that
she
gap.
Was pregnant.
Damn.
Front tooth at that. You know how much power you gotta be swinging at a motherfucker to knock their tooth out? Like, that's major force to knock that tooth out, bro. And to be pregnant at that, a woman, bro, do y'all not understand what era this is not 1980. This is not the 70s when our grandpas used to whoop our grandma's ass and shit. And they stayed. You know.
Yeah.
It's 2020. Motherfuckers gotta adopt the fact that we in a new era of time. And these fucking women, man, they ain't gonna stand for it, bro. You will be behind bars about this shit.
For sure. Especially if they take them to court.
For real. Like I said, just love them and fuck on them and stuff. And like give them stuff every now and then that they enjoy. That's all they ask for. Not to, when they get physical, now it's time to go.
See that?
Yeah, that's it. Or like I said, it's time to go. Hey, all right, I'm gonna holler at you. You know what I'm saying? I go play Madden at Do Dirty House or something. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta do that.
Well, I'm different, bro, because I've always supported, like, if no matter who it is, like I know it's controversial, but if a woman were to ever hit me, I promise, bro, I would lay my hands on them so quick. Because I don't care. Like, I won't be the first to hit a woman, but if a woman hits me, then it's free game.
Yeah.
They get in the left and the right.
Right. That's like you want to be equal, I'm going to make you
exactly,
equal.
Right? Like, I'm not going to give you special treatment because you're a lady.
Yeah.
I mean,
I see what you're saying.
But, like you said, there were friends there, people saying that why did he do it? Just out of love?
Just like pure, pure in the momentness. You know what I'm saying? Like, and most times that's the case. You got so much built up in you that you think, well, bruh, I've always been the person that think before I react.
Yeah.
That's the way you gotta go into everyday life to live out here. Because just reacting to get you fucked up, bro. So it ain't warrant to just react, especially when a woman is pregnant. That's when they're at their most vulnerable times. You're gonna put up with some shit.
Well, don't count him out because you know he hit her. But think about this: it was a 2-on-1. She was pregnant with a baby, so that's him and her.
Yeah, true.
2-on-1, bro.
But regardless, that's your 2-on-1 because you put the baby in her in the first fucking place. That's your seed. Why would you want to physically harm your child? Or the woman that's pushing your child out. You don't understand that what the fuck these girls gotta go through to have these kids and shit, bro? And the pain and all that shit. Yeah, we go through it too, having to deal with their attitude. But would you rather have dealing with a fucking attitude from a woman or having to push out a fucking baby?
Both.
Fuck all that, nigga. I'm not trying to have none of that pain, none of that. I would take the headache of having to go get you a pickle and peanut butter. I would rather do that than fucking have to lay up on the table and let a motherfucker be all up in my junk.
See, but I feel for women in that aspect with them having to push out a kid.
Yeah.
Because, like, my girl, she would never want a kid just purely out of the fact that she doesn't want to feel the pain.
Right.
And
drugs.
See, I told her that, but she has friends that have had, or what was it? Like, her sister, she couldn't take the medicine to help, the drugs to help, because it was going to harm the baby, I think is what they said. So she had to feel all of it.
Right.
And I don't blame my girl for not wanting any kids. But if my girl were pregnant, I feel so bad, bro. Honestly, I would prefer to be the one to push out the kid instead of her.
Right.
But that's just how much I love her.
That's love because shit. Hey, I'll be there beside you, but I ain't feeling it, man. Fuck that. Like, I'm straight. But on that, man, bro, y'all get to the point. Do y'all not understand? Like, motherfuckers like us, they got to get up and go to a fucking 9 to 5 every day. Like, we out here living our best lives, the best in the right fucking way. And then y'all niggas get all the fucking money and start doing stupid shit. You got all this success, all this fame, all this money, then the first thing you think to do is to get fit. Just because a motherfucker upset and talking crazy you don't warrant, you knocking their fucking tooth out, bruh. Who raised you? Was you raised in the zoo?
Raised by money.
Who raised you, young niggas, man? These millennials, bruh.
Because how old is he?
He gotta be like early 20s.
Well, them young dudes, man. Always.
Like, man, y'all niggas goofy.
I don't know what's up with the young ones, bro.
It's just ridiculous, man. I'm sick of the domestic violence, man. I think we should move on to something else. It's too much domestic.
Well, with how they're being raised, I know nowadays people wouldn't really want to hit your kids.
Right.
You know, you have a kid yourself, and I don't know how you feel about it, but I was disciplined as a child. Not too often, but often enough to be like, okay, I don't want to feel this a lot.
Right.
But just beat your damn kids, man. Like, for real.
I mean, but also too, I mean, it's ways of going about just being a parent that a kid gonna try you regardless.
Yeah.
We was kids once. We tried our fucking parents just because we kids. Like, that's what kids gonna do. And it's other ways other than physical, because my daddy was the militant type of parent that'll make you touch your fucking toes or make you bend and hold books for hours.
Oof.
Pain. When you talk about ass whooping ain't shit compared to having to touch your toes.
See that I didn't feel.
Bruh, imagine having to touch your toes for 4 or 5 hours at a time, where you can't even feel your fucking legs at all. Like, it feel like ain't nothing there, and you gotta stay there, crying, snotting. You know, like, pops ain't give a fuck, but it ultimately made me to a good person. And I never got a whooping from my pops. He never put his hands on me, but that shit works. I ain't got to whoop my. Hey, when he get of age, because he's still young, but when he get of that age where you want to think you tough, I'm still daddy, motherfucker. You gonna do what I say, you know?
That reminds me of a movie that I watched not that long ago. I had my sister come over and she put on a movie. There's a scene where this Hispanic guy, he's walking around, he's trying to get his kids ready for school, but the son doesn't want to listen. Yeah, the son's probably like maybe 6 or 7. And in the movie, the dad was, I don't want to say being abusive. He was just like, he was having a bad relationship with their mom.
So he took it out on the son?
No. So like, he's trying to get them ready. He's like, "Hey, get up, kid. You know, you got to get dressed and go to school." And he's like, "No, I'm a man. You know, like, you know, I don't have to listen to you."
Right.
And he's like, "Oh, you're a man, huh? You're a man? Well, you're not a man until you get your own shit." And he like stripped them naked and pushed them out into the hallway of the apartment complex.
Damn.
And he goes, "Come back when you start paying for your own shit." And he pushed him out there and closed the door. And the kid was standing out there for like 30 seconds, like covering his shit together. And then like he knocks on the door and the dad's like, "Oh, well, if it isn't Mr. Man." He's like, "You ready to come back in?" And the kid just like shakes his head yes. And he's like, "Well, all right."
Motherfuckers ain't, man, we at a certain point you need your parent to get you to the level of where you gotta be at, where you able to take care of yourself.
Yeah.
If you got a parent that give a fuck. You got some people that don't have parents that give a fuck, that are raised by the streets. The streets turn them into who they become or what they gonna be, you know? And, bruh, everybody got a story, but shit, man, at the end of the day, it's only up to us to determine what the fuck our future gonna look like.
Yeah.
And for our kids, it's only up to them. We can help guide them, but it's gonna be up to them on what the fuck their future gonna look like. At the end
of the day, for sure, yeah.
Like, period. I'm just pushing, hey, man, do what you love. Just like we doing what we love on this fucking podcast.
Yeah, we can only help them so far. Yeah.